Tyquan, how nervous were you about whether you guys would make it, and what are your thoughts on playing Clemson?
I had a good idea about it. I was just, like, you don't really know because, it's a lot of uncertainty to it because it's not in your hands, It's up to a committee to decide the best 4 teams. But, all along I believe that we were one of the best 4 teams in the country.
And who were you with, and what did you do? What was your reaction when you saw the name?
I was with my roommate, Tracy. We was just hyped in the room together. And then we went down the hall, Raekwon room. Everybody else came over and, was just enjoying the moment.
Front row right, Austin.
Tyquan, you guys have been through this once before with the playoff and the month of preparation and bowl games. What is it like? How much can you accomplish with this much time to get ready for a game?
We have the best strength staff and best coaches in America. So, they have a plan in place to get us where we need to be. Lately we've just been doing conditioning and things like that until we found out our opponent. So, the plan is already set in stone. We already have a clear idea of how things are going to go. So, just got to put the work together now, put everything together.
That conditioning. So, how much did you guys do last week? And trying to, as you waited for this week.
Last week, we did a lot of conditioning. Not a lot, but we did things like moderate conditioning. Just to keep our blood flowing, keep moving, stay active.
Second row left, Bill.
Did you watch any of the games last night? And then if so, and I guess Friday as well, but are you watching, comparing maybe how you view your team to the other teams who were in the playoff race?
I watched some of the games, but I didn't really compare or anything like that. I just, I was just looking at it from a fan's perspective, and just looking at different things that were going on throughout the game.
And then you're from an area that's not too far from where Clemson is. I'm just wondering if you have any connections to that team, any guys you know who play for Clemson.
I actually considered it going to Clemson when I was really young. I know a lot about Clemson. I went there a lot when I was in high school. So, it's like a 6-hour drive. I was there almost every weekend. But
Front row right here, Tim.
Yeah, Tyquan, following up on that, what do you know about Clemson? What stands out about them? I imagine you at least watched them a little bit last night. What just stands out about your team?
I think they're a good all-around team. They run the ball, they throw the ball, good on defense. That's why they're in the top 4. Great team, one of the better teams in America.
Deshaun Watson in particular, what just jumps out at you about him just initially?
I think he has great composure. I think he's a very good quarterback. He could run on the ground, throw the ball, get it in the air to his tight ends and things like that. That's just from what I saw last night.
And one of the things, you're an older guy on this team, but you're still sort of young. Are you surprised to be standing here, at this moment in the college football playoffs? I know that's always that's the goal and stuff, but this was such a young team at the beginning of the year. What do you think has come right for this team over the last 4 months, and why do you think you guys deserve this shot?
We are clearly one of the better teams in America. We work just as hard as anyone, if not work harder than everyone. This is one of the hardest places to play at because everything that we go through during the off-season, training camp, and every week it's a battle because everyone wants to give us their best shot, and we have to step up to the plate. And this team, we battled through some things. We know what it's like to overcome challenges. So, we're just excited to get our opportunity, and we're just gonna keep pushing forward.
Second row right here, Tino.
Tyquan, how much is the championship in 2014 propelling you guys right now, and how much are you using that as momentum, as the guideline, as the template for success?
I wouldn't be able to say that we use that guideline or anything because this is a whole nother team. But that team was young as well, and we lost some starters the year before that. But as you can see, that next year we came back and we put pieces together and we were rolling, we were clicking. We lost 2 quarterbacks. And, it just goes to show this team is well invested. Everything we do here, people, they acclimate to the culture of what it is here. So, that's just the main thing.
Next door, Marlo.
One more thing about the youth of your team. Do you remember going back to when you go to Oklahoma and you got all those young guys? Were they, a lot of them kind of overwhelmed or just, I mean, that was obviously a big reason you guys were picked, was winning there. Was there anything about that you remember, just about the youth of the guys with you?
I mean, I remember that week very, very vivid. Guys came out and they practiced hard. And you could just tell, like, the young guys, they were ready. You know, that was their opportunity to, like, shine and to showcase their talents. And on a big stage like that, I think Oklahoma was number 3 at the time or something like that. I mean, playing on a stage like that, it's a away game, hostile environment, and none of them were nervous. You know, we had a rain delay. Everything was like, you know, like, it just looked bad, but none of them were nervous. They stayed composed, and they went out there and they played hard.
Front row left there, Doug.
Tyquan, do you wish that Ohio State had played in the Big Ten Championship, or are you glad to have the weekend off?
I mean, I wish we would have played. There's nothing like winning, especially winning the outright championship. But I mean, having the weekend off has its benefits. I mean, you get extra time to rest. Other than that, I like winning more than resting.
And having been through the playoff before, just that setup, you get the 4 best teams, you have to beat 2 great teams if you want to win the whole thing. I know it's physically taxing, I know it's tough to go through. Is it fun? Did you like it? Like that setup of, this is what we have to do to prove ourselves to win this thing? What do you think of this 4-team playoff, having gone through it before?
I think it's a great idea because that way when you pick the 4 best teams, then no one's left out. Now you like go head to head against the other team, the other 2 opponents that you have to face, and I mean that's how you like sort everything out. It's just like a boxing match or something. Like, you know, you just figure out who's the best. Like Muhammad Ali, he was the best.
Is Ohio State Muhammad Ali?
Yes.
And final questions over here to the right, second row, Ben.
Tyquan, you said you were at Clemson almost every weekend, so how did you wind up in Columbus, Ohio?
I wanted to be the best. I mean, there's no other place like this. I respect Clemson. I respect everything else that goes on there. But coming here is different. It's a lot different here. The culture, what everything, like the tradition, and like what everything means to me and this university, like it's much deeper than that. That's why I love it here.
Great. Tyquan, thank you very much.
No problem.